Hi, this is Stuart of SBC Guitars. It's been it's a week out of Birmingham. It's been an absolute whirlwind of a week. I spent a lot of it just drawing guitars, honestly, which was amazingly fun. And I was just sat there, like, drawing various shapes, just random shapes and lines and curves and squiggles. And then from that, I was just pulling out shapes that I really liked and turning them into guitar body shapes that sort of, again, fit my sort of ergonomic aesthetic. That was really fun. I spent a lot of time doing that. And then I spent 3 days here just cleaning. And it's still atrocious, but I'm at the point now where I need to start getting back on with some builds. And then at the weekend I had somebody visit my workshop to pick up a guitar that they bought, and then left with the second one, which was fantastic. It was, even aside from the fact that I do love it when somebody actually pays me money, it was just really nice to meet him. We got on really well. We nerded out about guitars and aesthetics and ergonomics and artistry, and now I'm out of stock guitars, which is great. So I've got, it's start of the guitar show season, really. So a lot of the guitar shows, the ones that I tend to do, are with the UK guitar show, or the Guitar Show UK, whatever it is, in Birmingham. Kicks it all off at the end of February, goes right through to sort of like June, July, then it drops off for a bit until Kempton. So right in the middle of that, and I've got 3 guitars to show, and only realistically 2 guitars to sell, which is my 2 new Omicrons. And even then, the left-handed Omicron is now on loan, the right-handed one is here, and I wouldn't mind making a second right-handed one so that I can have one in stock and have one to loan out to people. Yeah, so it's I need to make some stock now, and as I say, I'm limited on time in the workshop now these days, so I need to think about things try and be clever about how I do things, so that I've got work I can be carrying on with when I'm at home that I can do remotely, which I did a lot of with this 6-string bass. So I need to get that 6-string bass sorted, finished. I've got another bass for one of my artists which I need to start on. That I can actually do a lot of on the boat, which is cool. And then I've got I've been thinking about stock, and my other artist Charlie said I ought to have another of my original Cygnus guitars, so the single cut Omicron. So that was the original design, in fact. That I ought to have another one of those to show off. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, I ought to actually. And I thought, well, I could buy parts, but I've got a lot in stock, so what can I do with what I've got in stock? Now, building guitars because you've got parts in stock probably is how most companies approach it, but it's not necessarily how I approach it. I tend to think about what I want to build and how I can create it and what I want to go into it. But I've got a few odds and ends that I just picked up because I've come across them. They're new, but someone's clearing them, so they're cheap. Like this, for example, which is a Wilkinson, the original Wilkinson Trem, though the one that people seem to really like, but I don't think they make it anymore, at least not quite like that. Now, the functionality and the design of it I really like. The build quality is not something I would generally put on one of my guitars, because I don't think it's that brilliant. But I've got it, it needs using, I don't particularly want to sell it, and I think I've got a really good idea for it. So I really love my Cygnus design. I was looking around, I was thinking about it, I was like, I really love colour. I'm going through a real colourful phase at the moment. I'm done with woody, browny, beige guitars. Well, that's not entirely true. I'm not done with woody, browny, beige guitars, because my 6-string bass is all woody, beige, browny guitar. But I was looking at this top that I've got from Tobias Casper again, and thinking, that's a cool top. I've got some pink pickups that would look amazing together. And then having that, I can't, that's not where it goes. Having that with a floating string bridge, like an Omicron with a floating bridge, just sounds cool anyway. Sorry, not an Omicron, a Cygnus with a floating bridge, just sounds really awesome. I've got a set of machine heads that would look really good. And I thought about it again. I was like, I like that top, but maybe there's something better I can do. And that's not like, no shade on Tobias, but like there's just something I can do that's a bit more fun. And I've experimented a few times now with spray staining white. And I quite like it, and I'd quite like to do a guitar in that finish, but I'm never going to do just a white. Well, that's probably not true, but I'm never going to make one for stock that's just white, because it's eye-catching, but I don't know. I probably would, actually, thinking about it. Anyway, I want to do something that's a bit more colourful than just white, is what I'm saying. So I was thinking about it. It's like, what if I taped off the binding and any contours, so that you've got the original wood coming through, and I use something like a nice but not amazing flame dash or whatever. I spray it white with a translucent white shellac tinted spray. So you still get a bit of the finish coming through, but it gives you a really nice white starting point. And then I flick colour just onto the top, so then tape off the rest of it just onto the top, just splatter it with a wave of colour, because we did this wall for the guitar show for the Boutique Collective, and I chucked paint at it, and I loved the effect of it, and I thought that'd be cool on a guitar. I should do that. So it's just going to be on the top, so the sides, back is going to be white, have like a false binding which is going to show the wood grain, and then maybe do something similar on the headstock so that we've got the splatters on the headstock as well. And that, so fun. Anything with a floating trem is a fun guitar. Like, guitars are fun anyway, regardless, but floating trems do make life more fun. Not sure on the pickups. I've got a really good stock of pickups. I've actually got some ABMs EMGs that someone gave me, so that's tempting. But I've got the pink bare knuckles, which would look awesome. I've also got a set of. I've got an old, what's it called, Seymour Duncan P rail, just a single P rail, which would also be really cool. I could just do that, or I've got some singles that I could put in as well, which would also be really cool. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I think this might be the start of a build blog, and I might just update as I go with this one, because I think it's going to be really fun. And it's trying out some new things, and it's doing a guitar design that I haven't done for a good while. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'm Stuart of SBC Guitars. Find me on Instagram for the most up-to-date information. I do have a website, but it's not particularly up-to-date. And I will speak to you soon. Bye.